Hey everyone, Carolina Venom here. Today, I'm taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Express. This phone is on Cricket Wireless, and I want to kind of just give you some of the specs of the phone and some tests, see what I think about it, and all that good stuff right now. And this phone has been out for a while, but I thought it's worth taking a look at. So let's go ahead and get started. This phone runs Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean. It does have a 4.5-inch display at 480 by 800 resolution at 207 ppi. It does have a Super AMOLED Plus display. It does have a 5-megapixel camera on the rear with LED flash, and it can record 720p HD recording. Also has a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera. This phone's got a 1.5 gigahertz dual-core Snapdragon S4 Plus processor with an Adreno 225 GPU with 1 GB of RAM, 8 gigs of built-in storage with around 5 gigs available to user, and it will support up to a 32 GB micro SD card. It's got a 2000 mAh battery with around 14 hours of talk time and estimated 13 days of standby time. This is an LTE device, and it looks sort of like a mini S3, something like that. It's just not much smaller than an S3, kind of looks like an S3, and if you know me any at all, I'm not much of a Samsung fan. I've never really cared much for Samsung devices, but this here is really a nice little phone. And I paid $50 for this phone off contract at Walmart. They're pretty hard to find. I've seen a few on eBay, and I had to order mine from Walmart.com, and I got it for $50. So that's a pretty good deal for what you're getting. 1 gigabyte of RAM with the Samsung stuff on here preloaded. It's really fast to use up the RAM, but other than that, it's a pretty fast, pretty snappy phone, and everything else. So let's go ahead and take you on the phone. Up here, of course, is your speaker grill, your front-facing camera, your menu, home, and back button. On the bottom is your micro USB charging port and microphone hole here. Power button here on this side. No dedicated camera key, unfortunately. On top is your 3.5mm headset jack. Your volume rocker on this side. And, of course, your camera, your flash, and your single rear speaker. And your battery is also removable, which is a good thing. And you also have your micro SD card slot and micro SIM card slot under the battery door. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a look around the screen. Like I said, 207 ppi is pretty low, but the Super AMOLED Plus makes it look pretty decent. It's kind of hard to tell here on camera, but you know, it does look pretty good. It does have some pixelation in it, but for the most part, for the price of the phone, it's just not bad at all. Phone is really smooth and really has no issues so far. I don't have many apps on it. I got Speed Test, Clean Master, and some of the benchmark tests here. And the phone does seem to work pretty smooth as of right now. It's not bad to have 5 gigabytes of available storage. Of course, it's not a whole lot, but for what you're paying for the phone, it's not bad. Plus, you can add an SD card. I'm not sure right now if you can add... actually, we'll go ahead and check it right now. Actually, we can't because I don't have an SD card in the phone. But I'm not sure if you can move apps to the SD card or not. I haven't checked, but I will make that known in the next review. So we're going to go ahead right now and look at some of the benchmark tests that I have ran. And this one came in at 21,061. It did come in a little bit faster on the last test, but for some reason it reset itself. So that right there was the last test. Looking at the details, as you see here, pretty good numbers. Of course, the RAM is a little bit low. 3D graphics are pretty high, and the multitask, and it's just a pretty speedy phone for what you're getting. General performance is high performance, surpassing 60% of other devices. Game performance is the same, high game performance, and battery performance is average at 50%. So yeah, 21,061. Not bad. Now we'll go down here and we will run, this background also does not do it justice with this camera. My camera, it looks pixelated, it looks really bad, but it's just the way the background looks. If I had a different background, probably would look a little bit better, but you know. The last quadrant that I ran was on the low side at 5,661. So it's running pretty high on the Antutu, but running pretty low on the quadrant, so you know. And I also ran a Geekbench, which I will not run again. It takes too much time, and it's just below the S4, to be honest with you. We'll go through some of the settings here. We'll go into the camera. Just your average camera, pretty much. You have your camcorder button there, your shutter button. Over here, you have your button for your front-facing camera, your flash, off, on, or auto flash, single shot, panorama, smile shot, and cartoon. Over here is your no effect, black and white, sepia, and negative. Down here are your settings, edit shortcuts, self-portrait, flash, shooting mode. You have single shot. Of course, I done showed you all of that. Effects, which I done showed you that too. Got your scene mode, which you have none. Portrait, landscape, sports, party indoor, beach and snow, sunset, dawn, autumn color, text, candlelight, fireworks, backlight, and night. Your exposure value. Focus mode is autofocus or micro mode. Self timer is 2, 5, and 10 seconds. Resolution is 5 megapixel widescreen, 5 megapixel, 4 megapixel widescreen, and goes on down from there. I do have the screen right now at 50% bright. That could also, and it's pretty bright for 50%, so that might be why the screen just can't really, that could be why the camera just don't look very good right now. I apologize for that. Here's your white balances here. Meter and guidelines, GPS tag, shutter sound, taking photos using voice, image quality, of course, is fine, super fine, and normal. And back to reset. Go to your camcorder. Well, let's take a picture anyway. Well, if I can find the button here, give me 1 second. I apologize for that. Okay, now we're in the camcorder settings. Flash here, same. Of course, your limit for MMS or normal recording. Got your same effects. And you are self-recording, flash, recording mode is normal. Effects is the same. Timer, resolution is 1280 by 720, 720 by 480, 640 by 480, and 320 by 240. White balance, guidelines, video quality, which of course is super fine, fine and normal. One thing I hate not seeing on this phone is the time-lapse feature, you know, which everything don't have time-lapse. I like time-lapse myself. Front-facing camera is 1.2 megapixel. Video recording for front camera is limited to 640 by 480. Got your average, you know, your normal Samsung setting screen, application manager. I mean, it's just pretty much what you see in all Samsung devices. Not really much anything that you've not seen before. Does run Android 4.1.2, and I reckon it won't get KitKat. I don't know. But anyway, this is just kind of a first look here of the Samsung Galaxy Express. It's been out for a while. I do like it, and I thought it was worth giving a look. I will be doing some more tests on it. Oh, I also wanted to do one more thing here. I wanted to run a speed test. Here, I will go into my apps right quickly. I know this is longer than I wanted this video to be, but I will go in here to my speed test, and I will close clear everything out, since I've already ran one speed test. Of course, I do have LTE in my immediate area with Cricket. So we'll go ahead right now and run one test here in my area. And we'll see what we can get. A ping of 62. We're between 8 and 9 megabits download, which is dropping on down now to where it normally is. So 8.54 megabits per second download. And the other day I was uptown and I was able to obtain 17 megabits upload. So I'm not sure what happened there, but 17 megabits upload was pretty good. Down here I get between 4 to 6 upload. So not bad speeds. You know, you can pretty much stream whatever you want to stream. You know, YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, whatever it is that you watch. Them speeds there are pretty reasonable. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off here. Nice little phone from Cricket. Stay tuned for the full review after I use it some. Got any questions or comments, please feel free to ask me. Subscribe to my channel. I sure would appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later.